All right, let's dive in. Today we're going to tackle Apple Intelligence.
Ooh, Apple Intelligence.
Yeah, their whole new suite of AI tools and features.
Right.
We're talking about changes to how we write, create, and even chat with Siri.
It's interesting because this isn't just Apple like throwing their hat in the AI ring. It's about weaving AI into like how we use our devices every single day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To get a handle on all this, we've got 3 sources to guide us.
Okay.
We've got Apple's official announcement of this whole thing. We've got a really sharp analysis from 9 to 5 Mac.
Okay.
And then we're going to pick behind the curtain at Apple's own AI research page.
And what's important here is, we're not just looking at like new features. We're trying to grasp Apple's whole vision for AI.
Right.
Where are they going with this and what hints can we get about like what they might do next?
So mission for this deep dive is crystal clear. What exactly is Apple Intelligence? How does it work? And the big question, what does this mean for the future of AI, especially coming from a company like Apple?
Right. It really begs the question, is this all hype? Or is Apple genuinely moving us towards devices that are like actually smarter?
Well, to start, let's go straight to the source.
Okay.
Apple's calling this AI for the rest of us. And they're building it right into iPhones, iPads, and Macs.
Nice.
Starting with US English
Okay.
that focus on on-device processing,
Right.
keeping your data on your device.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's huge, especially with all the privacy concerns around AI these days.
Exactly.
It's a big selling point for Apple.
So it's not just one thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole collection of AI-powered tools.
Right.
They all feed into those things we do every day.
Yeah.
Writing, making images,
Yeah.
even talking to Siri.
Like making everything just a little bit easier.
Okay, let's break it down.
All right.
So for writing, things are about to change.
Okay.
Imagine. Apple Intelligence can proofread what you write, rewrite it for tone and clarity, even summarize long documents,
Wow.
like turning an hour-long lecture into a few bullet points.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff.
Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And think about the impact on communication, too.
Right.
This thing can prioritize your notifications,
Oh, wow.
summarize emails,
Nice.
even take audio recordings and turn them into transcripts and summaries.
Talk about cutting through the noise.
Doesn't stop there, because Apple Intelligence is shaking things up in the visual world, too.
Okay.
They've got something called Image Playground. This lets you create actual images just from descriptions or sketches.
Like, think about that. It's like having an on-demand artist.
Yeah.
You describe something and boom, there's an image. Plus you can make completely custom Genmoji that are like totally unique.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't forget Siri.
Right.
Our digital pal is getting a serious upgrade thanks to Apple Intelligence.
Right. Siri is becoming way more contextual. Like it understands what you're doing on your device.
Yeah.
Right.
And can respond accordingly.
Okay.
And get this, Siri can now access deep product knowledge.
What?
So if you're confused about a new feature,
Yeah.
Siri can walk you through it.
And you can type to Siri now.
Oh, no.
No more awkwardly talking to your phone in public.
Right. All about choice and flexibility, but there's a twist.
Okay.
That 9 to 5 Mac article we have points out some really interesting limitations of current AI.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
Apple's.
9 to 5 Mac dives into some research that Apple actually published where they highlight these limitations. And the way they did it is fascinating.
Okay.
They use this kiwi picking math problem.
Kiwi picking. It sounds funny.
Yeah.
But it's actually brilliant.
It is.
It's basic arithmetic.
Yeah.
Right. But they throw in a bunch of random info about kiwi sizes.
Yeah.
And it turns out even the most advanced AI models have trouble solving it.
Yeah. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Grady Booch.
This big name in software.
Right.
He basically argues that these LLMs,
Yeah.
the core of many AI systems, they aren't truly intelligent. And they never will be. They might get more complex, but they're still based on probability,
Right.
not actual understanding.
Think about that. Apple's diving headfirst into AI.
Yeah.
But their own research is suggesting that, like, even the most advanced systems have these fundamental limits.
Right.
It makes you wonder where they're going with all this.
So is this all just hype?
Right.
Or are we on the verge of something bigger?
Yeah.
I guess that's what we need to figure out.
That's the big question. To get some clues, Let's peek into Apple's machine learning research page.
Okay.
It gives us a glimpse into where they're focusing their AI energy,
Yeah,
what they're working on behind the
because
scenes.
we're going undercover,
Exactly.
seeing the wizards at work.
Yeah, and one thing jumps out.
Okay.
Apple is committed to that on-device processing,
Okay.
keeping your data private, even in their research. They're all about techniques that keep your data on your device.
All right, so what kind of research are we talking about here?
Well, two papers really caught my eye.
Okay.
One is about something called device-directed speech detection for follow-up conversations using large language models.
Okay.
I know, it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
But basically, they're trying to make Siri better at having like a back-and-forth conversation.
But like how we're talking right now.
Right,
Yeah.
like a real chat.
That's something everyone struggles with.
Yeah.
Getting those voice assistants to actually understand the flow
Right.
of a conversation, not just one command at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other paper is focused on making speech recognition more accurate and
Okay.
efficient, especially on our phones. It gets
Yeah.
pretty technical.
Yeah.
But think of it as fine-tuning how Siri hears and understands us.
So even with the research, privacy and on-device processing are priorities.
Exactly.
But they're also trying to push the boundaries of what AI can do
Yeah.
with voice and language.
And they're highlighting some pretty cool breakthroughs in their research, too.
Okay.
Get this. They've managed to get this powerful large language model
Okay.
called Llama 3.1
Mm-hmm.
running directly on Apple Silicon.
Wait, so they're taking these huge AI models and putting them right on our devices?
It is.
That's crazy.
And they're doing it in a way that's still protecting user privacy.
Right.
They're even experimenting with combining machine learning
Okay.
and this super advanced encryption technique.
Yeah.
Basically, it lets them train AI models on data that's encrypted.
Wow.
Even Apple can't see the sensitive stuff.
Okay, that is seriously impressive.
Yeah.
It seems like they're really walking the walk
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to privacy and AI.
And it all circles back to their announcement of Apple Intelligence.
Right.
It's not just research papers. They're actually using these approaches in their products.
So we've talked about writing, making images, Siri.
Yeah.
What else is going on with Apple Intelligence?
Yeah. Well, one really intriguing development
Okay.
is that they're integrating ChatGPT.
Hold on.
You know?
ChatGPT.
The AI chatbot everyone's talking about.
That's a pretty big deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now it's part of the Apple world.
Right.
But here's the important part.
Okay.
Apple is saying you have total control over when ChatGPT is used.
Okay.
They're not just going to start sending all your data to it.
Right.
They'll always ask permission first.
So it's not like ChatGPT is going to be reading all my emails behind my back.
Exactly. You decide when and how you want to use it.
That's reassuring.
Plus, anyone can use ChatGPT for free,
Oh, wow.
even without an account.
Okay.
And if you already pay for ChatGPT,
Yeah.
you can connect your accounts for extra features.
So they're trying to find that balance,
Yeah.
right? Giving people access to powerful tools, but making sure you're in control
Yes.
of your own data and how it's used.
And that's a theme that runs through all of Apple Intelligence. They're not just randomly throwing AI at every problem.
Right.
They're thinking carefully about how to integrate it in a way that actually benefits people
Right.
without compromising their privacy.
Okay, so far we've covered a lot how Apple Intelligence is changing writing,
Mm-hmm.
creating images,
Yeah.
even how we chat with Siri.
Yeah.
We peeked into their research, all that focus on privacy.
Mhm.
We even talked about ChatGPT.
Yeah.
What else is there? Did I miss anything?
Well, for the developers out there,
Yeah.
Apple has created new tools and frameworks
Okay.
that let them add Apple Intelligence features into their own apps.
So it's not just Apple doing their thing.
Exactly.
They're opening it up for other developers to build on,
That's exactly it.
to create even more cool AI-powered experiences.
And that's where it gets even more interesting.
Right.
Imagine what developers could do with these tools.
Yeah.
We could see a whole new wave of intelligent and privacy-focused apps.
Okay, this is all very exciting.
Yeah.
But remember that research we talked about?
Right.
Those limitations of AI that Apple themselves are pointing out.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that leave us? What's the big takeaway from all this?
I think it means we're at a crossroads with AI.
Yeah.
The technology is advancing so fast.
Right.
But we need to be smart about it.
Yeah.
We need to understand both its potential and its limitations.
So we can't just blindly embrace AI.
Right.
We need to be critical.
Precisely.
Think about its strengths and weaknesses.
And it seems like Apple's approaching AI with a good mix of enthusiasm and caution.
Yeah.
They're clearly excited about the possibilities.
Right.
But they're also acknowledging that AI needs to be developed responsibly.
Well said. So what does this mean for the future of AI? what does it mean for us?
Right, the people using all this stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
it is.
We've got all this amazing potential,
Yeah,
but also these limitations staring us right in the face.
right.
It feels like we're at a turning point.
We are. With AI evolving so rapidly,
Yeah,
how do we make sure it's developed in a way that benefits everyone,
right.
not just a select few?
Yeah.
And what role do companies like Apple play in all of this?
I mean, they're clearly a major player.
It's almost like they're saying, look, AI is powerful,
Right.
but it should be a tool that empowers people,
Yeah.
not something that controls them.
Hmm.
That's a big statement in today's world.
It is. It's about making sure the user, the
Yeah.
individual, is at the center of the AI universe.
Yeah.
And that's a principle we should all be pushing for.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Apple Intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking away with this feeling of excitement,
Yeah.
but also a healthy dose of caution.
Right.
It's clear that AI is going to be a huge part of our lives moving forward,
No doubt about it.
whether we like it or not.
But it's up to us,
Yeah.
the users, the
Right.
people who are actually going to be interacting with all this AI,
Yeah.
to demand that it aligns with our values.
Right.
We have to make our voices heard.
And keep asking those tough questions, right?
Absolutely.
Holding these companies accountable for what they're putting out there.
We need to push for transparency.
Yeah.
We need accountability.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure that ethical considerations are baked into AI development from the very beginning.
Well said.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this conversation is far from over.
It's not.
As Apple continues to research AI,
Right.
as more companies jump into this space,
Yeah.
we need to stay informed and engaged.
We have to. We need to keep learning,
Yeah.
keep questioning, and keep demanding that AI serves humanity,
Right.
not the other way around. That's the bottom line.
So to everyone listening, we encourage you to dig into the source material we talked about today.
Yes.
Keep an eye on what Apple's doing with their machine learning research.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, join the conversation about the future of AI.
Yes.
Your voice matters.
Because at the end of the day, the future of AI is something we're all creating together.
Right.
It's not just up to the big tech companies.
Yeah.
It's up to all of us.
That's a great point to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Apple Intelligence.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning,
Yeah.
and keep learning.
Hey, maybe keep those kiwi-picking math problems handy.
Oh,
You never know when they might come in useful in this crazy world of AI.
that's right. See you next time.